Drivin Ivan here, and what is it about the ISUZU VEHICROSS? What is it with this thing? I love it. The owner loves it. I just reviewed his Fiat Coupe as well. What a cool car. Search any car in Drivin Ivan, but I'm going to try to get to the bottom of why every single car guy seems to love this thing from right at the turn of the century. It just, is it the look? Is it the performance? I'm going to try to put my finger on it. Smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get going. Well, yeah, certainly probably has something to do with the shape, because the shape is so cool. By the way, that's an Xterra roof rack he put on. He painted the wheels, and he's got that little bar up front as well. But pretty stock and pretty cool. Note his very cool FD Mazda RX-7 over there. I have an RX-7 with an LT1. Check that out. It's convertible too. Search any car in Drivin Ivan, like I said. But let me just drool over this thing. Is it the look? I mean, this is before, like, you know, like every Subaru Crosstrek has this look, sort of. But it's, the wheelbase is shorter in this, and it's kind of lifted a bit. What is it? What is it? It's magic. I love it. And the yellow, same as his yellow Fiat Coupe. Maybe he has a thing for yellow. I don't know. I like it though. But giallo is Italian for yellow, by the way. But is it the ridges on the door here? It's certainly that tough looking side skirts and that sort of thing. He says he has a skid plate underneath it too. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's not quite. I don't think it's as flippy as like a Suzuki Samurai. I remember seeing one of those with "See Me Flip" on the license plate. That was hilarious. But it looks like it could flip over. But it's that excitement. It kind of makes you feel like a little kid who just wants to get in and drive it on dirt. It's just so cool. Let's see how it looks back here. If I can, I'm brave enough to step back here. Wow, look at that. It's just, this thing is just cool all around. The VEHICROSS. Let's take a look inside too while we're at it. Let's go. All right. Typical turn of the century. This is a 2001, by the way. Look at that. Just your normal gauges there. It's got an all-wheel drive system that kind of has sensors in it, which were, for the time, about as good as it gets. These seats remind me of like the custom kind of 2006-ish Porsche Cayenne with their two-tone there. I like that. Rough and tumble looking seats. Good bolsters up front in case you go off-roading. And wow, just pretty simple. This is back when you drove the car. They didn't drive you. Wow, it just a nice, straightforward, everything where you'd expect it to be sort of interior. How about that? Yeah, good job, ISUZU. I remember ISUZU teamed with Lotus too. Maybe that's part of the mystique. Handling by Lotus back in the day for the Impulse and cars like that. There's just something about ISUZU. They just they do it right, and I think they hit every single mark in this. All right, let's go ahead and check out. Okay, there's a tease for you. Check my Fiat Coupe review out too. There it is. I've got a story to tell about that one. Search any car in Drivin Ivan. Look at this cool gas cap. Yep, it's got some room back there for this and that and the other, and that's good. Spare tire back here, although his tires are larger than that. So all right, powering the 2001 ISUZU VEHICROSS is the 24 valve V6 dual overhead cam, 3.5 liter, and it makes 215 horsepower actually, so should be pretty torquey. Should get you up and down the tough stuff, baby, as you're off-roading it. And yeah, it's a nice, normal, reliable engine that probably returns about, I think I read 15 overall, because of the all-wheel drive probably, and they weren't quite as advanced as they were with the fuel economy back then. But you know, that's not what you guys care about. Let's see how it drives. Wow, We're out in the country. Look at that deer. Hey, white-tailed deer. How you doing? Anyway, that engine, by the way, is a Nissan. So there you go. Honda. Did I say? Oh my God, I'm just so silly. It's a Honda engine, not Nissan. Why was I thinking Nissan just now? But the engine is Honda, and that's good for the reliability. There's your on-demand four-wheel drive settings there. You've got a winter mode, which will probably start you in second gear. And look, the road is awful bumpy. Wow, this thing feels like a Tonka toy, honestly. It's like you're driving a Tonka toy. You can feel the short wheelbase, actually. Very, very cool. Wow, wow, wow. What a seating position. Just, you're up really, really high. And it's a car that does feel this nice high seating position. I think that's why so many women like the modern day SUVs. But this was really the predecessor to those. This was, you know, the larger vehicles were starting to come in vogue, but again, there's just something about this. It might have kind of that rugged look of every Subaru these days, but there's something special about this one. Maybe it's a short wheelbase, like I said, but I feel like I could conquer anything up here. And strangely, it looks like we're gonna head into some twisties here, so I'm not gonna do anything too crazy, but let's see how it holds on with this short wheelbase and this grippy all-wheel drives that's using all of its turn-of-the-century knowledge and testing of yaw and all this sort of thing to give you traction. Yeah, it does. I'm not going to run over that stuff, although I bet wouldn't even bother this vehicle. The owner says that it's been very reliable, so that's a good thing, I guess, with that Honda engine and that ground clearance. I guess it's pretty hard to put this one out, so to say, but wow. Steering is, the effort's pretty light, actually. I think the effort in the Fiat Coupe might have been a little higher than this one. But, yeah, I think you could live with this as a daily driver if you wanted to, and it certainly is a cool vehicle that you could take to any Cars and Coffee and, you know, sure, park it next to a Ferrari, park it next to a Citroen, doesn't matter, my Fiat Barchetta, or the owner's Fiat Coupe, and people are still going to look at this and want it because it's a cool vehicle that's just so interesting for car people. I think I've solved it. It's everything about this Vehicross is what car guys like. It looks interesting, maybe a little bit strange. It looks rugged. Like I said, it's like driving a Tonka toy. As you were a kid, what little kid didn't like to play with Tonka toys? And now, here I am driving one. Look at that Bentley. Woo, nice. But anyway, this is a super cool car. I'm going to see about the turning circle here. Turn it all around. And it's a nice small turning circle with the small radius. Wow, yeah. Very drivable, very easy to drive. And yeah, it's got that certain je ne sais quoi, I would say, that just every car guy or car girl is going to love this. Ladies will like it for the high seating position, like I said. But rugged, stylish, and just something about it, just cool. So there you have it, the ISUZU VEHICROSS. I've finally driven it after kind of lusting after it for years, like every other car person out there, and I love it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Smash that like button and subscribe. Check out all of my car videos. Just search Drivin Ivan. Check out my La Forza. That's a cool off-road SUV that nobody knows about. La Forza. Check out my review of many trucks and SUVs. Just search Drivin Ivan SUV EV, and Mitsubishi has a lot of cool stuff like the Outlander. That seems to be a popular review. Check that out. Check out my Beetles in London and Liverpool, where I see a real beetle. Check out Banksy's Art in Bristol, U2 in Dublin, Andy Warhol in Pittsburgh, Jim Morrison's Life in Alexandria, the Beatles in DC at the Omni Showroom, and Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris, Jimi Hendrix's Life and Death and Lady Friends in London. Also check out my disc golf videos. If you like music, watch me playing all the instruments on Hotel California. I like to play the drums, bass, guitar, and I write songs too. Check out my free or my music video. It has a lot of my guitar, musical instrument collection, and a lot of my car collection. It was my COVID project. That was pretty cool. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna push it through these twisties. Yeah, I am. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button and subscribe. I am Drivin Ivan. Woohoo! Here in the 2001 ISUZU VEHICROSS.